Game 29 Cup quarter-final has Fiji taking on New Zealand. Second and third on the HSBC Sevens World Series table. And what a lineup. Nasoku, Tuwai, Sau, Nasilasila, Ravovo for the Fijians, and for New Zealand, Scott Curry is there alongside Dixon and Collier in the forwards, and then Koroi, Newstup, Regan Webb, and Sione Molia gets the start. Two of the legends of the game, and Kautananu and also Waisali Serevi, and now two of the great teams in the history of sevens go to war again. Gareth Rees alongside me, and Gareth, it doesn't get any better than Fiji against New Zealand.
No, this is what these American fans want to see. Huge Fijian support as well. The New Zealand tradition also fully aware of in this part of the world. Gonna be great. Black versus white, good versus evil. Gonna be lots of big men running at it. Crucial quarterfinal game here.
New Zealand are ranked 8th this season. As you can see, in New Zealand have won 47 of the exchanges, Fiji 46. So it doesn't get any closer, and it doesn't get any better than this. Vatino Ravovo just instructs the players to head out to the left and the right. They set their systems well. There is Sione Molia. New Zealand finishing second in their pool. Fiji claiming first spot, hence the reason the crossover here. New Zealand losing to Argentina, and it booked them an early date with the winners of Hamilton. Dixon gets first possession and immediately just moves it to Molia Koroi. So New Zealand just want to get their hands on the ball and get into the contact. Regan Ware with a big tackle coming in from Ironi Sau. Molia challenges, then throws the ball to Koroi. Ware again with ball in hand. Here's Newstup. Andrew Newstup finds Dixon, who started it from the kickoff. Into the contact he goes. Tackle is affected. The crowd thought it was a little harsh. And now Newstup. Good swarming defense here from the Fijians. Nasila Sela and also Ravovo. Options left and right. Curry wants the ball and gets it. We're standing in deep, gets it back to Koroi, and he works some magic. The ball is loose, and now Molia will pick it up and go. Sione Molia down the right flank, the step in, out, plenty of black shirts there. There's plenty of white defenders as well. Another turnover, and here comes So. Throws it back to Tuwai. Look at the step, and away he goes. Tuwai on Koroi. The sweeper comes across. Jerry Tuwai can't get there. What a tackle from the young 19-year-old sweeper for New Zealand.
Yeah, there's going to be a penalty on the high tackle. Beautiful coverage from him. But was that Jerry Tuwai giving a shout out to the man we just saw on the screen? That was Serevi-like. Look at him. He's on his toes. He was 20 meters out when he started. He lost the ball there, but there's going to be a high tackle.
Tuwai just getting a bit of time, and what a frantic start to this game. Molia losing the ball and the counter-attack. Tuwai showing his class, and look at that stat right there.
Yeah, right off the kickoff, Scott Curry showing great aerial skills. Now it's Fiji on attack.
Billy gets it into the midfield. This is Ravovo. Gets it back to Nasila Sela. Thought about the ball and then unleashes to Ravovo. Fiji strike first.
In the end, it was straight up. Now Sela through the middle, and Ravovo knew there was something coming his way. Watch this. Between two black jerseys, and then just staying behind him, you're going to get something. Finally got the right hand free, and Ravovo, crucially, between the poles.
The high tackle, and there's a lovely piece of sportsmanship shown after the try was scored between the two involved in the tackle, and Vilimoni Koroi, and also, and that man Jerry Tuwai just went. Conversion is good, 7-0.
I think he might have accidentally got a poke in the eye. That's maybe what the chat was about. These men, they respect each other. They're not wearing any pads or helmets as we're used to in this part of the world.
Well, they're looking for the short kick-off, and it's worked brilliantly. Nasilasila beats 3 defenders, the wide pass. Is this the second try for Fiji? Just lost forward there. That was all hands on deck, and the tackle that had to be made on Nasoko.
Now Silly's having some fun out here. He gets this going. He went for the wide option. I don't know if it was the best one. It looked for all money that Nasoko was in, but he tried to force that pass off the ground.
New Zealand through Curry, playing into the breeze, and now the captain of New Zealand just charges forward. Dixon is there.
Don't hold the tackle.
Collier gets it to Karoi. Molia straight into the tackle of Nasilasila. Fiji look interested. And holding on, New Zealand the tap from Nasoko to the line, Nasoko. And now Karoi picks it up. And the breakout from New Zealand. Karoi backs his pace, 19 years young. He is a superstar. From villain to hero, Vilimoni Karoi scores for New Zealand.
Well, this ball popped loose. Karoi picks it up. He's facing probably the best sevens player in the world, Jared Tuai, and he says, I'm going to take you on. I'm too young to know what I'm doing here, but I'm going to go the route. And he did. Look at that finish. Great determination. Great response from New Zealand.
Educated at Fielding High School, was part of the New Zealand secondary school team. There have been plenty of great sevens players come out of there, and he is just another out of the production line. Fiji still leading by 2, and what a match. You just can't make a mistake in these games.
No, and I just wonder if the youngster has made a mistake by touching that down so wide out. Could he have made more effort to get under the sticks? Easier conversion, we'll see.
They are playing into a strong breeze here, even though the kick from Andrew Newstup travelled a fair way. So big and strong. Ball is free. Curry gets it up to Collier. No space out there, and so they'll bring it back to the middle and look to work through Regan Ware. Here is Karoi. Some footwork, the kick along the ground. And that looks like it's been kicked out, and the assistant referee has got his flag out. Late tackle.
Definitely taken out as he grubbered that through. He'll come in 15. Let's watch. The kick's pretty early. He changes pace here, and then the tackles follow through. No question. Sealy takes him out. You got to credit New Zealand with the breakdown this first half.
And they're going to go for the lineouts. Scott Curry is the go-to man in the middle, but they'll look to try and work a little bit of magic here in Fiji. Just a couple of little unforced errors, and they find themselves inside their own 22. Wherever you're watching around the world, hope you're enjoying the pitches. Great to have you joining us here in Las Vegas. And early afternoon in New Zealand and Fiji. Kia ora and Bulla. Can New Zealand score just before the break? Curry goes high, brings it down. Now they set, they're going to look to try and ball here. The drive from Walia. More 15 styles than 7s. And the ball is held in. Sonny Molia still has the ball under control. They go forward and they're over. Molia scores! New Zealand surprise Fiji with a rolling ball.
Craig Joubert gave him the use it once call. This is textbook. Right up, watch, they start to arrive. They build it up. The legs start to pump. Great awareness here to keep it straight, keep driving. There's the warning from Joubert. They still have some work to do. And they spin around to the right. They worked on that one on the training pitch, and it pays off.
It's something that they would have practiced. Well executed, and this to extend the lead. This is looking good, just curling in front of the post. So 2 tries to 1. New Zealand ahead by 10 points to 7.
So you know the car kick in, squeeze up a little bit of the bar, squeeze the middle. Right, we muscle up in the middle of the field, we're going to try and knock that front door down, make them play to the edge, and we can come this off the line. Car goes on the man.
Get in, and we've got to secure the ball. It's their kick to us. Guys are going to kick low, we've got to come out. Hit that three on both sides. Clear, set, come on. Nice and tight, nice and tight.
Fiji with the victory over France, 33-5, and then they thumped Russia 38-0, but they lost to Kenya in a match earlier today by 3 points, 14-17. And that's for New Zealand. Wins against Uruguay and Scotland, but the loss against Argentina meant that they finished their pool second in an earlier clash than they would have expected, and this has not failed to deliver. 7 minutes to determine who will get a place in the semi-final of the HSBC Sevens series in the USA down to Nasilasila. Fiji now through. Ronnie Sau. Curry with the tackle. Now to Nasoko. He's got some lovely skills. Such a big, strong and powerful player. There's Kalioni Nasoko. You can't stand off this man here, Rauvovo. And again, it's so gets rid of Ware on the first occasion. Molia looks to try and steal it, and he gets reward.
Yeah, he's tried to clean out that ruck with no arms. He's used his shoulder, but credit the New Zealand defense. Willie, this one feels like a final. This is only a quarterfinal here at the HSBC USA Sevens. Look at the clean out there from Ravovo, no arm wrap.
New Zealand in no hurry. They'll just slow things down here, walk to the lineup. They've got 30 seconds from the time that's been kicked to get there and get the ball in. Yeah, there's Jerry Tuwhite, one of the greats of our game. 28 years old, plays his rugby at the Newton Club. And in this situation on many occasions as Karoi finds Collier in the front of the line, so they try something different again, New Zealand. Molia. Quick hands, hot potato, out to Regan Ware. The Fijians fly across and Ware sees some space in the midfield and a big hole that Karoi tries to exploit. The offload, Molia. The ball over the top, that's drifted forward.
Oh, a little unnecessary there. I thought New Zealand had done enough. Just the simple hands might have got it done. Subs coming on the field. Look at that final pass. Regan Ware did well to recognize Fiji had overcommitted to his side, so he moved the ball back immediately, and that created that hint of an overlap there. Really composed performance from New Zealand. Right now they're able to control the tempo a little bit. Fiji with some fresh legs on the field and possession.
Fine. Set.
Solid set piece for the Fijians. The kick and the chase. Here comes So. Gets the first kick, and now Karoi gets back, commits his body to the ball, but and beautiful soccer-style skills. Sovita Nandavu. What an impact from the bench. Good chase, being held up, and then he releases to Nasilasila. Plenty of Fijian players out to the left. Here goes Mothi, Nathingi. Tackle is there, New Zealand have turned it over through Curry. New Stub will go in to assist his captain. Good drive from Curry, Molia clears it. To Karoi, steps, can't get past Vaku, Ranuambili. Still possession in New Zealand's favour. Looks like they've gone down. Clear out coming in. Dylan Collier has to get up and hold the ball. He's done well as Collier's got some players out to his right. Andrew Newstub with a wide pass out to it. Dixon. Sam Dixon. Back into the midfield. Molia. One wider to Regan Ware. Ware identifying that there's plenty of space through the middle. Needs some support, Regan Ware. Too wide. Holds him up. They've got numbers out to the right. They hold Newstub, then they give it out to Curry, who starts it. Curry. Not how, gets up and goes. Passes off to Dixon, gets it back.
He's not on his feet.
And he's not on his feet, so there's a penalty.
Oh. He had two options as he went through, and he went for the inside ball, and maybe out the back door. Would have got it done.
Fiji going to run it from here. Too wide. Taps. Some tired players out there from both teams. You can see some of them just getting their breath back as Nasoko releases. That's gone forward.
Well, that's a sign of the fatigue. Credit both these sets of Sevens players. Look at the hands on these. They are exhausted. End-to-end action. The final pass from Nasoko.
Yeah. Quality referee and Craig Jabir, and he has called everything accurate. And New Zealand might rue that missed opportunity. They certainly had the players and should have finished it.
Such a resource for the HSBC World Series to have Craig Joubert here in games like this. And look at that possession for New Zealand.
Well, some changes been made by both coaches, and they'll look to get the ball into the hands immediately of Ngarohi McCarvey, black wearing jersey, number 11, standing in at first receiver. There he is, you can see him standing at the back of the scrum. He is electric. And now McCarvey Black delivers, loops around, but Etienne Seturo, and he's gone into the contact and held on to the ball, and now Nasila Sena wants to get on with the job. Fiji looking to go from their own 22. Vedem Malu is on the field, and they've gone straight to deck as well, not supporting body weights.
That's been the go-to for the referees. They want arriving players to support their own weight or latch onto their own teammate. And crucially, with less than 2 minutes to go, watch as the arriving player here comes in. Hands go on the ground, and that's not allowed. Right there from the big man off the bench, Muthu.
You can't place your hands over the ball. That's not supporting your own body weight. If you put your hands on your player, that's fine. And so, zero tolerance on sealing off. Got the explanation from the referees during the week, and all the coaches and all the players were briefed on it. They all agreed that that's what they want. And now New Zealand, with just a minute and 15 seconds, have field position and have possession. Just Newstub. Andrew Newstub there. Dixon is alongside him. And Fiji get the penalty on that occasion. Great work. Darani Sinukula, I think it was. Now Sela just holds up and then steps and goes. Loses the ball though, so New Zealand will get possession. And more errors coming. And what a tackle from Trail Joas.
Yeah, good work back. This is sublime. The ball's in one hand, but usually not a concern for the Fijians. He was halfway through. Good work back from Joas off the bench. That's what his job was. Coach Clark Laidlaw puts him in the game to make a difference, and he's created a turnover there.
And another change for New Zealand with Joe Ravovo. So they look to try and get the ball to him as quickly as they can, or they just try and run the clock down here. They've got to keep playing rugby though, New Zealand. Fiji will want the ball. And here is the young 22-year-old Andrew Newstub out of the Tasman region in the top of the South Island, and New Zealand gets it, feeds it. McCarvey Black out to Nanai Saturo. Steps, thinks about giving the ball and goes into the tackle. The young 18-year-old. Clean out is good. Not, says the referee. And Fiji, final chance saloon.
Well, you knew they had to go for it, and they went straight in, hands in the breakdown.
Well, they need to score.
Okay.
This is where they need to score. And they've broken so many New Zealand hearts in the past. Too wide, beats one. Can't get away from Maccabi Black, but they still have possession. Look at the skill set from these Fijians. Mothanethangi, there's going to be a penalty on the high tackle. They tap and go again. Fiji. Nasila gives the ball back, and here goes Vera Malua. Nasila gets it out to Mundu, to the line, then the offload, two-way! Good hit from Maccabi Black. Nasila there. New Zealand looking for the turnover. Fiji looking to retain possession. Another penalty to Fiji, no release. Too wide, will tap and go. And Fiji now just 9 metres short. What a quarter-final from two of the heavyweights in World Sevens rugby. The world champion Fijians. Great hit coming in, had to be made from Maccabi Black, and now Fiji will move the ball to the centre, too wide. Throws a dummy, Nasila one-on-one. Nasila pops it up to guess who? Jerry, too wide. They have done it again, a minute 38 over regular time. And Fiji play their